Good morning. My name is Christy Whitmer, as most of you know me, but I teach math. And in particular, I teach AP Statistics, AP Calculus AB, and AP Calculus BC here at Platte County. So I was asked to show a video about a rigor lesson that I have. And I love AP Statistics and that you get to do a lot of really fun and engaging opportunities as much as you get to go in the rigor as well. So in my classroom, the students have a note packet where they always have the essential questions and what it aligns to in the AP curriculum world with their CEDs and their standards that they have. So the kids always know what they're going to be thinking about in the lesson for that day. So I started with an activity where students had to come in and take their heart rate. And some kids didn't even know how to do that, so it was kind of fun to cross over into the different fields and learn that skill. So they took their heart rate, and then I said I had Diet Coke that was also caffeine free with regular Coke, and I said I want to do a study here, and I want half of you guys to drink the caffeinated and half of you to drink the decaffeinated. How are we going to do this? And I let them kind of think in their groups and then let them kind of tell me the process of what we've learned before and some other things, and like selecting, so they like number the kiddos off, and then they use a random number generator from our calculator that we've already learned about, and then they randomly select half the class to do one and half the class to do another. So then we do the beverages. We talk about how that needs to be randomized and everything. And I am pretty much the facilitator here. I just kind of make sure things are going how they should. I think where I get a lot of rigor is from questions that I ask throughout the process. If they get stuck, then I can ask another kind of leading question to help get them to what they need. So we talk about it, and then they drink the thing, and it was an experiment, and they take their heart rate again, and we kind of do this before and after, and I ask them, what should we compare? And so I'm letting them decide what it is that is relevant here. And that is one of the hardest things, is when the teacher doesn't just tell you what to compare, but you have to think about, what would be good to compare here? And so we gather and we get all the data and we identify some things. Then we do a little bit more with everything that we have been doing. And then I will go through like some concept here that the kids need to understand, how to move and block. And we'll just kind of talk conceptually about what if caffeine affected the little red stick figures more than they affected the blue stick figures. What should we do? And so again, I'm letting them think through, and it doesn't always have to be like a hard question, but the hard part and the rigorous part is sometimes them discovering what needs to happen. And so they'll kind of go through and we'll talk about what a block is. So when the kids, are really seeing how to do it hands-on, that's where they're making so much more connections. And then I go back to the activity after we've kind of had that discussion and let them keep discovering. And again, like we'll talk about a new activity and let them keep going on with the discussion. So a lot of times the rigor is just knowing the questions to help guide your students into getting the concepts and understanding what it is that you are talking about.
Hi, Raina. Thank you for being here. Looking back over the caffeine and no caffeine in-class activity that we did in AP Statistics, where did you feel rigor was involved?
So we got to actively participate in the experiment that we were doing. So we got to actually drink the different drinks and take data ourselves. You also asked very leading questions throughout the project. And so we got to talk as tables, and that helped us get very different viewpoints from everyone.
Awesome. So you don't like just listening to me talk?
I mean, it's okay, but the projects feel more like real. Like you get some like context to go with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I think the project that we worked on was rigorous because it was a lot of hands-on interpretation that we had to apply into our work, and it wasn't just a problem that we were having to read on paper.
I also agree that in the class where we worked to demonstrate and experiment through like caffeine versus no caffeine was rigorous because the hands-on aspect we had to understand on a deeper level. And also in other classes, I mean, we would just examine the content just on a more shallow level than what we would have done here.
Yeah, and going off of what they said, in most classes we just learn the concepts and we never have to actually apply them. So it takes it to another level when you have to actually apply the concepts that you learn.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.